Great morning. Come on in, you guys. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Great morning. Great morning. Y'all know my routine. Gotta fix me some coffee. Gotta do my alive. Gotta do my sprays. I normally do my sprays after I do this stuff, Woo. Hey, April. Hey, stranger. How you doing? Listen, Ara J. We got to talk. We got to catch up. So, you guys, go ahead. Let me know where you're tuning in from. RJ, where you at in the world, honey? Because you know you're an international traveler. Let me know where you are. Make sure you share the broadcast. Oh, this is a good one. Oh, this is a real good one, y'all. Y'all gonna love this. Y'all are gonna love this. Out here in these streets, honey. I know that's right. I know that's right. And I know you are. And the streets is loving it. Y'all come on in, share the broadcast, and we're going to go ahead and get started. There is a word from the Lord today. He always has a word, but today, like, this word hit me hard this morning. Thank you for sharing, April. I appreciate it. You know, I get my coffee ready, but before I drink my coffee, I gotta take my shot, okay? So y'all come on in. I'm excited about what God is doing and what he's showing me. Like, I'm in awe. Hey, Whitfield, how are you? Oh, yeah, that's that fire. That's that fire right there. All right. Coffee ready. Get ready to shake up my shot. Get my shot in. Boom shakalaka. All right, y'all. Listen. We getting started. I might have one shot left. Thank God for my husband who sacrificed his shot yesterday and this morning. Our package should be here today, so he'll be able to get a shot today. But I'm thankful that he sacrificed for me. That's such a sweet thing. My husband's so sweet. And that's it. Come on, Whitfield. Got your hand on a bottle of Alive. Come on now. Listen, you know that Alive is fire. Listen, cheers. Oh my God. I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm outside. You guys, great morning. Listen, I really want you guys to share. Once you've shared, let me know that you shared. There's a word from the Lord, and I believe that it is a word that is going to inspire you and motivate you. It's going to help you to press through because, baby, what God about to do is going to blow your mind. This morning, first of all, God has just been dealing with me on his blessings and how his blessings move and how he does what he does deliberately and intentionally. Y'all heard what I said? He does it deliberately and intentionally. And so as I was looking at his move in my life, he said, I'm just getting started. He said, I'm just getting started. Now, anybody that knows me knows that I have had a number of transitions in the last year. A number of amazing things have happened in my life. And God told me he is just getting started. And so I take that seriously. So when God say I'm just getting started, that means he about to do some stuff. And I'm excited about what he's doing and what he's getting ready to do. Let me put it on the do not disturb, y'all. All right. So God said, I'm just getting started. You know, sometimes in your life, you feel like things are never going to happen for you. It's never going to happen for you. God, when is it going to happen for me? God, it's never going to happen for me. When I don't see it, it's not happening fast enough, you know. And I've literally watched God do what he said that he would do in my life this year in supernatural form, right? So, and not even this year, he started last year, right? It started last year and has continued on. And I am so grateful. But he said he's just getting started. My baby said, RJ in the house. So check this out. As God is doing what he's doing and preparing you for his best moves yet, you need to understand that there will be a shedding, a falling away. There will be some shifts. There will be some what look like losses, right? But are really wins. And you just gotta accept that, right? You gotta accept it for what it is. Now, listen, the beauty in accepting it for what it is when you understand that God is getting ready to do. He said, I'm just getting started. That means that the best is yet to come. Like literally, God has more in store for you. There is more waiting on you, waiting on you, waiting on you, waiting on you to accept it, waiting on you to open your eyes, open your mind, take a step. Be bold, be brave, believe in you, believe in you, believe in you, and bet on you. Listen, if I got to bet on somebody, I'm going to bet on me all day. I'm betting on me. Why? I know me. I'm betting on me. So many times because we don't know and understand the value of who we are and what we bring, we won't bet on us. Baby, I bet on me. I'm all in on me, on us, on what God has promised us. Now, sometimes, I don't know about nobody else, but I know that in being married, in the past, I could bet on me, but I not necessarily bet on my spouse. I could bet on me, but not necessarily bet on my spouse. And today, this morning, God just was reminding me of how I can lean into him. Listen, one of my favorite pictures from our wedding is the picture of me leaning into him and looking at him as we are getting, after we cut the cake, when we were getting ready to cut the cake, whatever it was, but I was just leaning into him. And God said, you can lean into him. You can lean into him. You can lean into him. Angel number 111. You can lean into him. You know, it's an amazing thing to be able to lean into a man as a woman, as a strong woman, as a woman who's had to be an independent woman, as a woman who's had to make it happen. You know, listen, I can lean into him and know without a doubt, with all assurance that he's got me. Listen, this is the beauty. He's got me. Even when we don't agree on something, he's still got me. Even when he doesn't like what I said, he still got me. You understand? Listen, he's got me. He's got my back. And it has been y'all, look, can we talk for real? Can we do some real talk? Can we do some real talk? Listen, can we do some real talk? Now, there's a reason. Baby, can I do some real talk? I ain't gonna say too much, but can I do some real talk? I ain't gonna sacrifice nothing that, you know, is sacred that we've talked about, but I just want your permission to be able to do some real talk. Okay, listen, y'all. I don't know why we don't see or understand. Thank you, baby. I don't know why we don't see or understand that anything that God is doing, the enemy, and the enemy is going to attempt to sabotage it. going to attempt to sabotage it. And this is why we've got to be able to trust what God has said. If you don't trust what God has said, you will walk away from your greatest blessing. You will not tap in to the way that God is trying to bless you. You will find yourself in a place where you are missing out on what God wants to do because you're afraid, or because the enemy's messed with your mind, or the inner me has messed with your mind. You say, well, listen, this is just like everything else. Oh, they just like everybody else. Oh, this is going to be more of the same. Baby, can I tell you that God did not lie when he said that Timothy Johnson and myself were supposed to be together, that he created us for each other. Now, does that mean it's always easy? Hell to the no. It's not always easy. I don't know why people think everything is supposed to just be easy like Sunday morning. Now, absolutely, there are parts of our journey that are absolutely easy like Sunday morning. Baby, I promise you it's easy. It's smooth and it flows. But do you think that you're going to take two individuals and make them one without there being some challenges, some conflicts, some adjustments, some changes? You think that's going to happen? It's not. So look, I'm telling y'all this because some of you, and I want y'all to hear me because I'm saying it with the greatest love and the utmost respect because I get it. But some of you are tapping out when God needs you to tap in. Angel number 122. You're tapping out when God needs you to tap. Listen, you put your toe in the water. My God, today. You put your toe in the water, but you don't believe. You put your toe in your water and you say, well, let me just see. Let me just see. But you don't believe for real. Because if you believe for real, you're going to not just put your toe in. You're going to step all the way in. Listen, you're going to let. When I was in Jamaica, we went to the little beach. We go to the little part where there ain't too many people, right? So I stepped into the water. And the water was cold, right? And so I said, whoa, this water cold. And my sister said, you know, it ain't cold when you get on down here. Come on out. So I start walking and the sand starts shifting underneath my feet. Now listen, the water is crystal clear. I can see straight through, right? And there's some rocks in different places. And I'm trying to get to them, okay? I'm trying to get to them. So I'm looking down as I'm stepping. And the waves are coming in. And the waves were pulling me. I said, whoa, hold on now. I got to try to maintain my balance while walking on the sand that's shifting and avoiding the rocks that are there. Listen to me now. Look, I'm going somewhere. Y'all just stay with me. So I keep walking. I'm trying to balance myself. I got both arms out wide to help balance me, right? Okay, so I got my arms out. I'm stepping. The sand is shifting. The water's coming in. The wave is pulling, right? It's some rocks. I kind of stepped a part way on a rock. I'm like, oh, no. I ain't got time for that. The sand slips down. I'm like, hey, listen. But I made my way to my sisters. I made my way there. And we held each other up in the water. Listen to me. You need people in your life who will be in position while you're trying to get there, cheering you on and guiding you. And when you get there, you're able to hold each other up. It doesn't mean that the sand wasn't shifting under my feet. It doesn't mean that the waves weren't coming in and pulling me. It doesn't mean that there were not rocks there. But what it meant was I had some folks that were already in the water waiting for me to get to them. And when I got to them, I knew all I had to do was get to them. And when I got to them, we would be able to hold each other up. The problem is this. You had people in your life that you thought would hold you up that didn't. You had some people in your life who you thought would have your back so that when the weapons were formed, you know, they had you. But they had the weapon. And instead of having your back, they stabbed you in the back. And it made you fearful. And it made you hesitant. And it made you question. And it made you not believe. So my husband is married to a strong, independent woman, a woman that has many times made her way on her own, a woman who has been in marriages that she ended. Not one, not two, not three, but five. My husband is married to a woman who would rather use the GPS than have him give her directions, who wants to go, move, shake. And that's a lot. But she don't want to drive when he in the vehicle. She'll drive when he ain't in the vehicle, but she don't want to drive when he in the vehicle. I know it's backwards, but we're working on it. I can imagine, from his perspective, that could make him question whether or not I'm really going to be here, whether or not I'm really going to stay, whether or not I'm really going to work through the issues and challenges that will come, because they will come, whether or not I'm really going to have him, or if I'm only going to have him for as long as it's convenient for me. I can imagine that he could feel that. My baby said, I'll drive, Mrs. Johnson. Oh, my baby. I can imagine that. And I can imagine that could affect his willingness to be open and communicate with me. I can imagine that the strength of my personality and how I say what I say with such confidence, okay? I can imagine that would make him say, I don't want to really do anything that's going to make her leave. Angel number 133. But can I tell y'all this? Having a conversation and addressing those things, along with some other things, but having real conversation, deep conversation about things that challenge us in our relationship, about each other. When I tell you that those conversations have deepened and strengthened our bond like nothing else, like for real, as amazing as my husband is, the greatest work that God has done is allowed us to have very difficult conversations, okay? And acknowledge things that we may not want to acknowledge because it results in vulnerability, right? But baby, it has been the stuff that has tightened our bond and strengthened our connection and enhanced our oneness. And it is making the Johnsons. We are becoming the Johnsons. And as I watch God do this thing supernaturally and naturally, angel number 133, I am blown away by what God is doing. And when I look at it, I say, God, this is good. This is so amazing. And God said, I just got started. I ain't even got started good. I just got started. Now look, listen to me now. Oh, baby. I want y'all to know that my husband saying that all his guard is down is huge because it hasn't been. And I knew it wasn't. I knew it wasn't. And I was trying to have my guard all down and I'm hitting his guard. And then I'm like, oh, wait, hold on. Hold on now. Because listen, if I let all my guard down and you don't let yours down, like, I don't want to be just vulnerable out here in these streets. And it wasn't that, there was just a part that he hadn't released to me, that he released recently. Sometimes it's hard for people to let their guard down, especially when they've been hurt. And I get that. I understand that. But God said, I just got started with y'all. Look, I know what God showed me with us, and he knows what God has shown him with us. We know that only God could have done this. Only God could have put us together the way he put us together in the time frame that he put us together, like with the certainty that he put us together. He knew that things had to move quickly because we would second guess, third guess, fourth guess, and be like, oh, no. But God knew exactly who we needed in our life. And I'm watching God make the Johnsons. I'm watching God make the Johnsons. Listen, why am I telling you this? God just got started. Listen, it ain't even got started good. You understand what I'm saying? We at the early stages. He hasn't even begun to do all that he's going to do in us and through us. He just got started. But even at the just getting started, it's already amazing. But not without sand slipping underneath our feet as we step into the water. And not without the water being cold sometimes. And not without there being rocks in the water, and not without the waves coming and trying to move us. Listen, I'm telling you, don't let the circumstances, don't let the natural prevent you from standing on what God has said and venturing out into the deep. You got to go in the deep. Go out into the deep. I know you say, well, I was out and I cast my net and I didn't catch nothing. You need to go out into the deep and cast your net on the other side. Listen, when Jesus told Peter to go back out and to cast his net on the other side, this is what he was telling him. He said, I don't care what happened before I showed up, but I'm here now. And what I'm going to tell you is, go out into the deep and cast your net on the other side. The other side, baby, is some stuff on the other side. I know you were over here on this side and you thought this was going to be it, and you thought this was going to work, and you thought this was the one, and you thought, go out into the deep, cast your net on the other side, and pull in the hole that God has for you. But you can't do it alone. My God, today, you cannot do it. He's sending such a haul. He's sending such a harvest. He's sending so much that you can't carry it by yourself. So he'll send someone and he'll say, listen, I need you to connect. I need you to partner up, and I need you to bring the haul in. It's so much you can't put it on the boat. Y'all just got to each have a side of the net, and y'all got to pull it all in with your boats together. Go out into the deep. We had to go out into the deep. We had to go out into the deep. We had to go out into the deep, and we couldn't go out into the deep by ourselves. We had to go out into the deep, and we had to say, help. We had to send up an SOS, help. See, so often we're afraid to say we need help. So often we're afraid to call on somebody and say, listen, we in a spot where we are not hearing each other. It's not. So can you help us? And this is the thing that I love about the people that God has placed in our life. Because I'm going to tell y'all something. Church folks be good at telling you to pray. I be wanting to say, look, you think we ain't prayed? How are we both servants of God and we ain't prayed? We prayed. And now we need some natural tips, some natural assistance. We need help. And God will put people that he trusts you with, people that he trusts your journey with in your life, for you to be able to share openly and honestly. And they'll be able to tell you openly and honestly. Why? So that the perfecting of the saints can happen. So the perfecting of the marriage can happen. So the perfecting of your life, your purpose, and your destiny can happen. Let me tell y'all, listen, I need y'all to catch this now. I need y'all to catch this. My baby said I got him praying more. I know, honey, because I'm a lot, okay? Listen, let me tell y'all this. Because I need y'all to understand this. And I need y'all to really grab hold of this now. Listen, real friends are always going to help you see solutions in your problem. Real friends will tell you when you're wrong. They'll tell you when you're being petty. They'll tell you when you need to make some adjustments. Real friends will. Real friends. Them other folks will always be on your side. It don't matter what you do, no matter how wrong it is, they'll always be on your side. And they'll say, girl, ain't no way I would put up with that, girl. If I was you, this is what I would do. And if I was you, this is what I would do. Or, man, that woman too much. Man, you got to put your foot down with her. You got to put your foot down with her. People who are not real friends will mess up your marriage so you can be with them. I thank God. Listen to me. I thank God that my friends don't just love me. They love my husband. They love what God has done in our lives. And they love our union. So they're going to check me when I'm wrong. And they're going to say, I understand when I'm right. But what they're always going to come back to is, oh, y'all need to figure this out, angel number 166. Y'all need to work this out. Listen, this is why it's important who you have in your life. It doesn't matter if it's someone that he was connected to first or I was connected to first. God blessed us with some folks that got us for real. Oh, they got us for real. They ain't just got me. They ain't just got him. They got us because they see what God has done with us. They see it. They know that's God. Oh, God did this. Oh, we're not about to let y'all mess this up. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is when you know that God has prepared people to be in position for your destiny. Those are destiny partners. Yes, baby, we just got started. Evelyn said I had to learn the hard way about that so-called friend. Come on now. Now listen to me. I want y'all to catch this now. Why am I telling you this? Listen, I'm not saying this to tell our business. This is just the truth. See, people won't be honest. They won't be honest about their journey. They won't be honest about their challenges. They won't be honest about where they are. They won't be honest. They want to look perfect. They want to look holy. They want to look sanctified. But what's really going on is not that. Listen, I'm always going to be me. I'm going to show up authentically. I'm going to be real. Always. And I know people be thinking I'm throwing shots, and 99% of the time, I ain't throwing no shots. 1% of the time, I'm shooting. I am. I'm telling y'all, 1% of the time, I shot fired. 1% of the time. But 99% of the time, I'm just saying what God is saying, and it just matches what's going on around me. Listen, y'all, we got to stop taking everything personally. We got to stop taking everything personally. It is a sign of maturity when you're able to hear a word and know God is talking to you. If it don't fit you, if it don't apply to you, let it go right over your head, go in one ear and out the other. Be like the old folks used to say, chew up the meat and spit out the bones. Listen, don't take it if it don't apply to you. Look, marriage is not for the faint of heart, but this is what I'm going to tell y'all about marriage. When God puts two people together, there is purpose attached to it. And when you understand the purpose, you will stop backing up from it, being afraid because of what happened the last time. Oh, no, you got to go all the way in. You got to go all the way in. You got to have the tough talks. You got to deal with the tough issues. You got to deal with it. And you got to make a decision on what you're going to do because God just got started. God just got started. If you don't go through anything, how are you going to be made? You cannot be made without fire. Diamonds require pressure. Gold requires fire. Silver requires fire. All of it is about the purification. It's about the creating of what already is there. It's already there. Listen, you need to understand the value is there. But there's some stuff that's got to be burnt off. There's some stuff that's got to be pressed, and it's in the pressure that the coal becomes a diamond. But it was a diamond all the time, even when it was cold. You've got to understand. You all, the enemy will always come for your destiny relationships. He's not coming from those relationships that ain't going to get you to destiny. He always comes for destiny relationships, whether that's your marriage or your friendships or your ministry partnerships or your business partnerships. He's always going to come for the relationships that are going to push you into your destiny. He wants to disrupt those. So he's going to mess with your mind, the inner me, and he's going to send things and situations that will affect you if you allow it. The enemy. It's two different things. There's the enemy and there's the inner me. Because sometimes it ain't the enemy, it's just you. We want to blame everything on the enemy. Everything ain't the enemy. Sometimes it's just you. It's just you. It's your past. It's your past trauma. It's your PTSD. You've been a diamond. Been pure gold. You've been precious silver. You've been that. But if you don't stay in the heat long enough, you're going to have impurities. So you won't shine like you're supposed to. Gotta have it. Whitfield said, oh my God, diamond loading requires pressure. Come on. Come on, I'm ready. Come on. Pressurize me, baby. I know that's right, Whitfield. Listen. Yes, April. Yes, prophetess. The enemy versus your enemy. Come on now. Yes, Diane. Hey, D, how are you? Listen, let me tell y'all something. Hey, Jackie, let me tell y'all something. Do you really think the enemy's going to let you just skip into destiny without any obstacles? Come on now. But most of the time, you don't have to do much. He just got to stir up a thought. And that thought takes you on a spiral. Let me tell y'all something. Anybody who knows me, in all of my marriages, remember I've been married 5 times, twice to the same man. Well, now I've been married 7 times, twice to my husband now, right? But in my marriages before my husband, I never said, no one will tell you that I ever said that divorce was not an option, because it was always an option. I never said I'm not leaving. Never said that. Anybody who knows me would tell you, I would let a person know I'm subject to exit if it don't change. Never said it. And there's a reason I never said it, because I would have been lying. So it may just sound like words to my husband when I say, I ain't going nowhere. But people who know me know what that means. They're like, what? Dr. V said she ain't going nowhere? Oh, yeah, no, I ain't going nowhere. Divorce ain't an option. I ain't going nowhere. I would not be leaving our house. Nope. I'm here. I will not be exiting this marriage. Nope. You're stuck with me. Yes, Tammy. I'm all in. I'm all in. Listen. Let me get close to y'all so y'all can see my face real good when I say this to y'all. Hey, Daddy, I love you too. Listen, I'm all in. I'm all in with this marriage. I'm all in with what God has called me to do. I'm all in with my destiny. I'm all in with my business. I am all in. Yes, Summerlin. It used to be I'm out. Now it's all, listen, and I'm going to tell y'all why I'm telling y'all this. Some of y'all are not getting the results you want because you're not all in. You ain't all in. Be honest with yourself. You're not all in. You're not all in. And as long as the enemy knows you're not all in, he knows that he can do some things that resemble the past and you're subject to be out. He wants you to be out because it's a destiny relationship. Yes, baby, we all in. And let me tell y'all this. That's why I love God. That's why I love God. When you make the determination that you're all in, then God says, okay, now we can work. Let's go. See, as long as you might be in and you might be out, God like, listen, I ain't even getting ready to release all that because you subject to walk away. I need you to be all in before you see everything. I need you to be all in when it don't look like it. I don't need you to be all in when you know everything looks perfect. Like, oh yeah, I'm all in. Yeah, that's because everything's perfect. But I need you to be all in when you can't see it. I need you to be all, listen, y'all, I'm not lying to you. I'm going to tell y'all how God deals with me and how God talked to me. Diane said, I'm all in. Donnell said, I'm all in. Somebody said, I ain't running flat-footed, girded. Come on now. Listen, that's what I'm talking about. Faith on fleek. Yeah, listen, let me tell y'all something. Listen. I was planning a wedding. And something had happened. And I was like, oh, no, God. Oh, no, I know. In the words of April. I know you lying. Who finna? Oh, no, I'm not finna do this. Oh, no, God. Now, you know me. I don't even know why you trying me like this. I need to see this. And I need to see that. And he said, no, you need to do what I told you. Because you didn't do this and he didn't do this. So you do what I told you. And I said, well, God, before I marry him, I got to see this and I got to see that. He said, if you got to see it, you ain't using no faith. No, you going to do it because I said it. And I said, well, you ain't got to talk to me all hard like that. He said, that's what you understand. I said, you right. Okay. I'm just telling y'all. Some of you are not getting the results you desire because you are not all in. You still holding on to some stuff. You still holding on to your fears. You still hold. Listen, when you all in, you say, hey, listen, I'm going to do it scared. I'm going to do it scared. I don't know what's going to happen. You know, I know what I believe, but regardless of what happens, I'm all in. My God, I'm all in. I'm all in. I'm all in. I trust it. I trust it when I can't trace it. God, if I got to do it afraid, I'm going to do it afraid. But I believe you, God. I believe that you're going to make a way out of no way. I believe what you have declared over my life. I believe that I'm a billionaire. I believe that I'm going to make millionaires. I believe it. And I believe with everything in me that my husband and I are doing it together. Do you hear what I'm saying? For the first time, we're doing it together. For the first time, I got a man I can do it with. I don't have to be over here doing it and then he mad because I'm always doing meetings or I'm always building the business. I'm always doing this. No, 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 no. My baby be beside me. And listen, one night my baby went beside me. When I tell you, I had to tell him, don't you never leave me out there like that. I need you. Listen, one thing about me when it comes to presenting information, I ain't never needed nobody. Ever. I can do it from the start to the finish, rock it, roll it, kill it. Listen to me. I ain't never needed nobody. But I'm going to tell you what God showed me. I need him. I'm not talking about I just want him there. I need him there. I need him beside me. I need us to do this together. It's a need. It's not a want. It's a necessity. I need him. I need him. I've never allowed myself to really need anybody until I got to my daddy, and I needed my daddy. I needed my daddy. You understand? Me needing my daddy and my daddy being there for me allowed me to allow myself to openly, honestly, and vulnerably admit to needing my husband. I need Timothy T. Johnson. I need him. I don't just want him. I don't just love him. I need him. I made a vow when I was about 13 or 14. I would never allow myself to need any man. I had to come out of agreement with that. I had to come out of agreement with that. And I had to allow myself to need this man. And I need him. Not for play, not blowing smoke. I honestly need him. I need him. He completes me. He completes me. My baby said, yes, girl. My baby said, you got me. I need him. We're so afraid to need anybody because people have disappointed us so much. It's huge for me to say I need him. That's huge for me. But God is just getting started. And my baby said, we fit at least 49 more years. We would say, yes. Now move over and let the work begin. Absolutely. Yes, yes, yes. God is just getting started. And I'm talking about, listen, y'all, even in business, I'm accustomed to doing everything, right? I'm accustomed to being the one that got to do everything. Business in ministry. Like, I've always had to carry the weight. And even if I didn't have to carry the weight, I felt like I had to carry the weight. Y'all, God has me in a place where I understand that I need people in my life to help. I don't want to have to do everything. I want everyone to use their gifts for the building of the body. Everyone. Someone said it's hard being alone on an island, and God gonna fix that. I need to be needed as someone needs me. Sound like the main ingredient, huh? Listen, and let me say this. Part of my strong independence was deposited in me while I was in my mother's womb. My mother, my father, who I thought was my father, right? He was my daddy who raised me. He asked my mama to marry him, and she said no. Her friend, y'all heard what I said. Her friend told daddy she was pregnant. Well, you know what that means. That means daddy slept with her. She slept with her. Anyway, and he asked her to marry him, and she did. And my mama, when she carried me the whole time, she used to sing a song. I am a rock, I am an island, and a rock feels no pain. Those words reverberated while I was in my mother's womb. I am a rock, I am an island, and a rock feels no pain. I am a rock, I am an island, and a rock feels no pain. So that went into me. That went into me. While I was in the womb, that was deposited in me. Okay? So all my life, I have felt like I had to be a rock and an island. Even when I didn't know my mama sung that song. Before I knew she sung the song, I had in me that sentiment. I had in me that mindset. I had in me that feeling. When I found out that she sang the song, it made some things make sense. Now that I'm older, I understand some of the battle that I face and why I never let anybody have access to all of my heart. I never let anybody have access to all of me. Oh yeah, you can have my body. Oh, I can even have your name. But listen, that don't mean that you got me. You understand? So I have had to break that word curse that was spoken while I was in the womb. I had to break the vow and the covenant that I made at 13, 14 years old, saying, I'll never need a man so much that when he leaves me, I'm broken. Had to break. You have to go back in your past and break those things that are not in alignment with what God has designed for you and who God has created you to be. You got to break that stuff. And God is just getting started. Just getting started. Ooh, someone said, I wasn't even born alone. I'm a twin. Wow. Can't the need to be needed be counterproductive? Just asking. Great question. Great question. It's not even about me needing to be needed. It's about me acknowledging that I need someone else. We were created. Listen to me, y'all. There were things that we were created to do alone. But you'll notice when Jesus sent the disciples out, he didn't send them out by themselves. He sent them out in twos. Why? One can put 1,000 to flight, but two can put 10,000 to flight. We need somebody. When the apostles went out, they weren't alone. There was always somebody who was with them. Even if they had to change who was with them, there was always somebody with them. We need somebody. That doesn't mean that you don't still do and you don't still move. It doesn't mean that, but it means that you understand that it's okay to need somebody. It's okay to need somebody. Come out of alignment with those word curses we spoke over our lives years ago. Absolutely. Listen. I don't know all of what God is doing today, but I do know this. He's calling on us to see what's in us, what we are holding on to, what we have stayed tied to in terms of covenants that we've made, in terms of word curses spoken over our lives, whether someone else spoke them or whether we spoke them. Listen, he's calling us to see that stuff, break it, so that we can get to destiny. I told you all yesterday that it's time to break out and break through. Until you break out of the stuff that's got you hostage and won't allow you to be who God has fully created you to be, you can't break through. You're looking for a breakthrough, but you ain't broke out. No, you got to break out, then you can break through. Without a breakout, there is no breakthrough. Did y'all hear what I said? Without a breakout, there is no breakthrough. You got to break out of that stuff. I had to break out of it. I can do it all by myself. I had to break out of that. It had me on lock. It was, I can do it all by myself because I've always had to do it all by myself. Even when there was someone else there. And I'm not saying, listen to me, look, I don't want y'all to think that the men that I were married to were just bums or anything like that. Look, we're talking about me. It took a long time for me to step back because I was so used to doing it by myself. It took a long time. Then that meant that now the man got to get used to being in the front because he hadn't had to do that. So I'm not saying that these were bad men. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that they didn't help. I'm not saying that. I'm not even saying that there were never seasons where they provided. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is I never fully trusted anybody to provide for me. Never fully trusted anybody to provide for me. It took so much for me to go to my daddy and not have what I normally have. It took so much for me to have a whole year of not having my own place. I've had my own place since I was 18 years old. 19. I was 19 years old. I've had my own place since I was 19. I always had to do it. And anytime that I had to move in with someone else, I always put money in, right? But I didn't like it because I'm used to having my own. Look, God is doing some work. And I'm going to tell y'all this. If you are determined that you're going to get to your destiny, if you're determined that you're going to get to wealth, you also have to be determined that you are going to deal with you. There are going to be things that come up in you that you got to face and you got to deal with. You can't get to your destiny and not deal with you. I tell you, this is why people get to a place and then they fall off because they've not dealt with them. See, we want to get to the place, the destination, without dealing with us. And what will happen is we'll get to a destination, but it won't be the fulfillment of our total destiny because we've not dealt with us. And so once we get to the destination, there will be some things that happen that expose the things that we have to deal with. And then the world is looking at you and people are judging you and people got so much to say. Look, this is what I know. Everything happens for us and not to us. Everything happens for us and not to us. We can put our confidence in money. We can put our confidence in a job. We can put our confidence in a paycheck. We can put our confidence in other people. But baby, I'm going to tell you, my confidence is in God. I know my husband is going to take care of me, but my confidence is in God because God said it. My confidence is in God. My faith is in God. Because God put us together, I know I can lean into him. God told me, you can lean into him. You can lean into him. So when he says something I don't like, or when he says something and my feelings are hurt, I have to examine why my feelings are hurt, why I don't like what he said, right? And we have to be able to have a conversation about it. We don't want to have conversations. Y'all know we low-key cyber bullies. We'll say everything on Facebook, in text messages, and in Messenger, but we won't have conversations. Gotta have conversations. And that's not a shot. That's a fact. We gotta have conversations. See, in conversation, you begin to work together to come to a clear understanding. In text messages, Messenger, and post, you're simply saying something without giving the other person an opportunity to respond, to engage fully. It's that wall. Look, God is trying to get us somewhere. He's trying to get us somewhere, but it requires us to do some inner work. It requires us to set where he's taking us in front of us so we can see it. You know, a lot of people are doing Remini, the AI. And I was watching people's reactions to the AI them, right? And it disturbed me. And I'm going to tell you why it disturbed me. It disturbed me because it seemed like they liked the AI version of themselves better than they liked the real version. Now, it's not a problem to have an idea of what you want to look like. The problem is when you know that you're not going to look like that, but you worship that more than you love that. I'm not going to say worship. You love that more, that you, the AI you, more than you love the real you. Listen, you can do what you want to. What I'm saying is this. I want to love the me that I see. I want to love me. Now, yes, are there things that I want to shift about myself? Absolutely. But they're not going to make me love me more. I love me wholeheartedly right now, the size I am, with dimples and all. I love me. With my flaws and all, I love me, right? I don't want to make anything that looks like me but ain't me more important to me than the real me. And I'm not saying everybody is doing that. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, y'all know with your body structure, what you gonna be able to do and what you not gonna be able to do. Some of us are not built to be skinty. Now, I've been skinny before. I get it. I don't even want to be that size no more. I don't want to look like that. I like my curves. My husband likes my curves. So I'm just saying, you all love who you are authentically. Love you. Don't feel like you're less than because you're not. Don't allow AI to convince you that the you that you are is not amazing, is not wonderful, is not beautiful, is not handsome, is not desirable. Because then you'll start feeling like, I just need to put my AI pictures up. Then people see you in real life. They say, hey, I didn't see that before. And you got an AI, all right. Hey, I don't think you look like that. God just got started. God just got started. God just got started. He just got started. You know, when we partnered with this company and started using these products, God began to show us things. And he showed us where we're going. But baby, we love us and where we are right now on our way to where we're going, right? It's a journey. It's not a push of a button and automatically it's there. It's not that. We've got to understand that God is doing some things that are going to require process. It's going to require pressure. It's going to require fire. It's going to require those things. And anything that you want to last, it's going to have to go through that stuff. It's going to have to go through that stuff. I was looking at, I was talking to my baby sister, my youngest sister, and on my daddy's side, you know, I had to say my mama's side, my daddy's side, on my daddy's side. And she had done ancestry DNA and gotten her results back. And of course, daddy's her daddy and I'm her sister, and all of that shows up. And I was talking to her, we were FaceTiming, and I was looking at her face and I just got really emotional. And I'm like, wow. I said, I'm trying not to be emotional. And she said, well, why are you emotional? I said, it's a lot of things, you know. I love looking at your face. I love just us being able to interact. Like, I love that, you know. And then even though I already knew, there's something about the DNA reflecting it. It's something about the DNA. It's something about seeing the paperwork. It's something about it that just made me emotional, reminded me of the years that I missed, the years that she missed with my kids. You know, like I felt overwhelmed by it. And I just love her. And I know there's some people that sound so crazy because, I mean, literally, these are people that I just met last year. And she and I have not met in person yet. But I love my siblings. I love family. And sometimes people don't know what to do with that love because it's a lot and it comes on strong. But I was looking at her saying, if we had grown up together, people would have been saying, oh, you look just like your big sister. Oh my God, you act just like your big sister. Because really what it is we act like daddy. That's what it is. And I really act like daddy. Like, she's like, I act like dad. She said, I act like pop, but you really act like pop. I said, you think so? To me, that's a compliment. Now, to some people, that might not be a compliment, but that's a compliment to me. Because I love my daddy and I love how my daddy shows up in the world. I know that's right, Summerlin. I do too. But I'm saying all this because, y'all listen, it's time to do something different. It's time to finally get the results that God has promised you. It's time to finally change your body and your health. It's time to finally make that money. It's time to finally walk in ministry the way God has called you. It's time to finally get to your destiny. It's time to finally embrace you and all of you and deal with your past and walk in your present and build your future. So you got to set the vision. And that's why I'm doing the vision setting class on Sunday. On Sunday. Sunday. From 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm doing the Dr. V vision setting class. Y'all, listen, you want to put the vision before you, and you may have done a vision board at the beginning of the year. I don't know about anybody else, but I know this. I know I got to tweak some stuff, adjust some stuff, because God is doing some stuff. Listen, I'm telling you. Listen, sis, it's amazing. It's amazing. Someone talking about my energy levels are really about to go Uber. I need more product. I know that's right. Prophetess, I'm going to get with you. Jackie said, this alive is the truth. Blood sugar is 91 this morning. Y'all, these products, let me tell y'all something. These products, y'all, we're not playing about these products. These products really are impacting people's lives and producing major testimonies. Hold on. And assisting people. Listen, 93% absorption rate. So everything in them, you get 93% absorption. It is the greatest absorption rate you can get. Intramuscular shots, you're going to get 80% absorption rate. Patches, 50%. Listen, I'm telling y'all, sublingual liquids, 55%. They might be switched, but anyway, pills, you're only getting 15% absorption. Gel caps, gummies, you're only getting 25% absorption. The products work. They're amazing. Okay, inbox me your new number. Inbox me your new number, because my number changed too. Jackie said yesterday, I didn't even have to take any blood pressure meds. My God, today. Y'all, if y'all want to know more about these products that we're talking about, if y'all want to know more about this business, what I need you to put in there in the chat is alive. Someone talking about I have to do half a shot with the sprays. Come on. Listen, put alive in the chat and I'll make sure that I get you some information about what it is we're doing. This is a movement. This is a whole movement. It's a movement. It is a movement. And when something is a movement, it's designed to move. And that alive moves me. It makes me move my body. It makes what's inside of my body move. Listen. Put alive in the comment. Listen, I'm telling y'all, God is doing something. Not only that, y'all, we about to make money. I'm telling you, it is a movement. Don't you want to be alive? Listen, I love being alive. I love it. It's a decision, though. So look. This is what I'm going to say to y'all. Go sign up for the class. The class is $55. You can't beat it for what we're going to do on Sunday. $55 for the general admission. The VIP, which includes a 1-hour session with me, we can talk about anything, is $111. Look up that angel number, see what it means. But it's $111. Normally, a 1-hour session with me, well, actually a 55-minute session with me is $125. And for $111, you get the class plus you get a 1-hour session. So y'all go sign up, go register. Listen, I'm telling you, yes, it is definitely time to live and not die. I pray that this word has blessed you. I pray that you have gotten what you needed today to be encouraged, to be inspired, to be motivated. And if this word blessed you and you received that word, sow a seed into it. Cash App $DRV Johnson 777. Cash App $DRV Johnson 777. I'm going to tell y'all something about sowing seed into me. People who have sown seed into me, and I've made those prophetic declarations of 100-fold return. I'm telling you what's happening. People are seeing money released. People are seeing money released. I've had multiple people have money released after sowing a seed, like money released, doors opening, angel number 1818, opportunity showing up, 1818. I know that 8 deals with abundance, that 8 deals with wealth. Come on, y'all. Listen, I'm telling you, y'all need to do it. I'm going to show you how to do it digitally, create a digital vision board where you can access more things that you want to put on it. Yeah. Yeah. Someone said that's because of my doctor's suggestion, because of the uncontrolled issues in my blood, but God. Someone, yeah, well, I'm not even going to say that because, doctors are always going to try to keep you on some medication. That's what. Instead of cutting the medication, they say cut the natural thing. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Telling you doctors are something else. Not all of them, but a lot of them. Yeah. So they do what they do. They do what they do. They do what they do. And we're not making any medical claims. I don't want you to think we're making any medical claims or income claims when we talk about this company or these products. We're not. But we are giving you our real testimonies. And that's what it's about. So listen, you all, I'm going to get off here. Go sign up for the class. I got a few spots left. Listen, God is amazing. I just want you to know that I love you guys to life and life more abundant. Have an absolutely amazing, incredible. And listen, y'all, can y'all see me slimming down? Can y'all see it? I don't have no makeup on today, honey. This is makeup-less. I don't even have no eyebrows on. Listen, makeupless, clean face. It's just me. It's just me. It's just me. Look, I love you guys to life and life more abundant. Have an incredible day. Be blessed. Mwah.